So, it looks like if you are a fan of Rex Orange County, you've maybe heard the news. It's not exactly great. This is from the BBC. Singer Rex Orange County charged with sexual assault. Singer Rex Orange County is to stand trial after being charged with 6 counts assaulting a woman. This is not 2 women, this is not multiple women, this is 1 woman. That's what's shocking. The chart-topping singer-songwriter, real name Alexander O'Connor from Surrey, appeared at Southwark Crown Court in London on Monday. He pleaded not guilty to the allegations of intentional touching sexual nature without consent, and his trial was rescheduled for the 3rd of January. Mr. O'Connor's 3rd studio album went viral this March. Alex is shocked by the allegations, which he denies, and looks forward to clearing his name in January. He's unable to make any further comments due to the legality. Now, a lot of people have gave their opinions on this, and to be quite honest, it's not a great look for him, especially when they've gotten this far. Now, what are my opinions on this? Now, I'm a bit in the middle here. My thoughts are in the middle. If this is true, and like I said, I can't say if it's true or not until the court date's gone through and more evidence is brought to the table, because then that's where they really dig deep and, stress test people in the courtroom, and that's where they'll make you slip up. They try every way to make you slip up and say something, and that's all the evidence they need to crack your ass. If it is true, and I'm saying if because I don't know if it is true, it hasn't gone to court yet, we haven't seen much information, we haven't seen the facts yet. Even if it is true, that is incredibly shitty. This guy has killed his career at a very young age. I think he's 24. I think he started making music when he was maybe 16. 2014, maybe somewhere around there. This guy started making music, and he's made some. Now, personally, I'm not a big fan of him. I've listened to a few of his songs. I know he's been viral on TikTok quite a lot. I know that's the case with most music these days. They gain a lot of popularity through TikTok, and then their careers just boost off. 24kGoldn, he's one as well, who blew up through TikTok, and a lot of artists are like that. They blow up through TikTok, or people actually start to become fans of them through TikTok. But a lot of fans weren't happy at what he's done. Obviously, of course, I wouldn't be as well if I was a fan of someone who did that sort of stuff. Now, I want to get into this. Should you believe the victim or the rapist? Now, a lot of people are saying I'd rather believe a rapist or a liar than a rapist. Sorry, not a rapist. A liar than a rapist. But then again, if it's a liar, it wouldn't make him a rapist. I personally think a lot of people, yes, he's a criminal, but a criminal that hasn't been given the chance to speak yet. Like I said, I'm not too sure how hard it is to actually get a court case in the UK for sexual assault, because I've never been through that. I wouldn't know how hard it is. But my understanding with how little cases actually are brought up and actually go to court, very little go to court. So there must have been some pretty hardcore evidence in here to actually slam this guy. There must have been something to actually crack the code. If not, I'd be very surprised. The thing that now I'm gonna say something, and if you don't like it, I'm very sorry. What makes me kind of suspicious of this whole thing is 6 counts of sexual assault in 2 days. Now, I want to know what was going through that woman's head. Did she not realise she was being taken advantage of and sexually assaulted? I mean, quite clearly she must have done, because if she's not consented to it, then you would not be near him. I know I would if I was a woman. If I was sexually assaulted, I would immediately get away from them straight away. Now, I know every woman's different, and, maybe the trauma got to her, maybe this, maybe she was scared. Fair enough. Not every woman's the same, not every person's the same. I mean, some people in a situation of fighting, they would fight back. Some would just run away. That's just how we are as people. Different people have different instincts. But in my opinion, that's the thing that kind of feels like, oh, is this true or not? And I know that may come across as like, oh shit, that's fucked up saying that. But it's kind of what I feel about it. Now, like I said, it's a shitty situation, this, to begin with. I mean, the guy has, millions and millions and millions and millions of fans around the world, and a lot of people listen to his music. And he's gone and done this. It's not a good look on his name. It is a huge career breaker, this. I mean, as soon as even if he clears his name, which, look at the Johnny Depp situation. Everyone thought Johnny Depp was like, well, I say everyone thought. A lot of people did think that. But they kind of swifted along. As much as I want to say this guy probably did it, I mean, well, I wouldn't want to say that, to be honest, because I wouldn't want to call someone a rapist or a sexual assaulter or anything like that until I hear a bit more in the situation, because this is all that's come out, this information. I know a lot of people will say, well, this is all the information you need to know. It's not, though. You need more information. Just saying that. And plus, the only thing we know about the victim is they are over the age of 16. Didn't say over the age of 18. Maybe she's over the age of 18. Bit weird why they put over the age of 16 and not give an accurate age. 17, I'm guessing she is. Which, I mean, I think he's 24. Now, the age of consent in the UK is 16. A lot of people would still think that's a bit rocky. Let's just say in the UK, and I think most European countries, it's a little bit weird to... I wouldn't say it's frowned upon, but you'd be looked at very weirdly if you're dating someone under the age of 18 and you're in your 20s, nearly mid-20s. That's just what a lot of people think. No, I personally think fair enough. It's up to, I don't know if it, like I said, it doesn't really say if they were dating or anything like that, or they were seeing each other for long periods of time. It doesn't really say anything. However, a lot of people, I guess, got a lot of suspicion when he cancelled his tours. I think about a few months ago, 2 or 3 months ago, he cancelled his tours, like America and I think some of Europe. I think the only tours he did was London and I think Ireland. I know he did the London tour. Now, apparently, these are from 2021. These allegations, and they must have had some real hardcore evidence. Holy shit! I mean, it either it must be serious or it could just be someone they didn't trust it or something like that. But either way, like I said, to have this go through to court, it can't be looking good for him. Hopefully, it does clear his name, and if he has done it, hopefully, people maybe stop supporting him. I mean, I think people have already done that, to be quite honest. A lot of people. I can imagine this guy's career is broken forever. Completely forever. I don't think even if he came back as he hasn't done anything, it probably still wouldn't sit right with a lot of people, purely because of just how tarnished his name is now. It's a shitty thing to go through. That's why, you've got to be careful as someone who's famous with what you do. And like I said, you have got to be careful. One wrong move, you say you don't do something right, your career is over. I know some people have bounced back and maybe still got their careers on. I know Kevin Spacey's been in a lot of that shit. He's done some incredible work, Kevin Spacey, with Call of Duty and stuff, but I know he's been under a lot of controversy himself, a lot, and I know he's done a lot of dodgy things, but all I can say is this is something that I think will sit around with this guy for years, and I don't know if he could come back from it. I know here from the tab, Rex Orange County fans asked straight up, burning their merch and removing tattoos. It's quite clear people aren't very happy with this information they've seen. I think it was trending all over Twitter as well, so he was out there, and a lot of fans were very pissed off because it was trending. I think trending all day while the news was there. And as you can see, if you scroll on TikTok or that or Twitter, you'll start to see people burning their merch, even snapping vinyls. I saw someone do, and some people saying that they need to get their tattoos removed, which I have no idea what is it really. Some people said they want to get them removed, but then again, they don't really have a name on them. But I don't really know. It's a hard one to really sit on this. And I hope to God, I really do hope to God, that this is just either a misunderstanding or this goes through and, hopefully the victim gets sorted, or Rex Orange County, either this is all just a false allegation or false things or something slipped up wrong. It's hard to say. It really is hard to say. And I genuinely, for the victim as well, it must be a shitty thing. Of course it will be a shitty thing. But yes, hopefully everything goes well on the January the 6th. And whoever, I want to say whoever wins, but that's not really something you should be saying. Whoever gets justice, I guess, is the best way to put it. Either way, it's still a shitty situation regardless, and I don't think he's going to ever get his career back after doing this. His career, like I said, is tarnished. But let's go. Fans of Rex Orange County are expressing their regret, in buying merch and tattoos inspired by him. All of this comes out of after the allegations of sexual assault he now faces. Rex Orange County, whose real name is Alex, obviously, trial date is set for. Okay, that says 2021. I think it's 2023 as the date set for. I think he did have a date, but it was rescheduled. The username, Sammy Kelly posted a video ripping posters. Yeah, I've seen people ripping merch, burning it. There's a guy who, I don't know, like 10 t-shirts or 10 jumpers and burning them all, which was, Jesus, a lot. I can't imagine that being very cheap. I think that some of them jumpers, $50, something like that. It's not exactly cheap. So, I personally wouldn't have burnt that merch yet. Unless if it had his name on them, fair enough. I wouldn't have burnt them, but I'd have definitely put them out of the way. I don't know if I could come to myself burning something that at that price anyway. It would just kill me. But yeah, I mean, I guess this is just the fans' ways of just realizing this is a horrible, horrible thing. And hopefully, if the victim is lying, I don't hope the victim's lying, sorry. Hopefully, if the victim gets their time to speak about the situation and tell the story, and hopefully whoever is charged, well, I say whoever's charged, I don't know if you can get charged for lying about rape or anything like that, but I don't know, all I'm thinking, it seems a bit suspicious, but then again, you can't really go off stuff like that. It's hard to really pinpoint just by the information we've been given, because we don't even know the actual age of the female involved. So I personally think this is a bit of a awful situation. And I'm pretty sure people are still gonna listen to his music. I have seen his streams drop down a little bit, but I guess we'll have to see next month how well his streams are, if they're up or they're down, fallen to complete obliteration. But yeah, a lot of people aren't very happy, and Twitter had an absolute shit show when it came to this. As you can see, fans are very pissed off. Someone put, Rex Orange County cancelling his US tour because personal issues, and those personal reasons being him not able to leave the country because he will be in a trial for 6 counts of sexual assault. I don't see, even if you do, or even if he hasn't done it, or it comes out that he hasn't done it, this is still going to destroy his career. These things linger. It's quite clear when you search his name now, you're going to see that he was accused or charged of sexual assault, and it's never going to be a good look. His record label's probably going to drop him. They don't want anything to do with him after that. His friends, his producers that he's worked with, probably won't want anything to do with him as well. He's well and truly fucked his career up. Oh God, I mean, I hope he hasn't done it. If it is just a big false allegation that somehow has gotten through to court, I say somehow, then I don't really know if he can support his career. A lot of people are figuring out other ways to actually stream his music without supporting him or giving him money, even though he probably earns a very small percentage of his money through Spotify alone. So I don't think you streaming once of his song is going to do anything. But if you don't want to spot someone of that, or their music has been tarnished for you, which a lot of people has, they can't listen to his music anymore because that's what they think of him. They think of him as a shitty person. And I guess this begs the question, nice people are hidden behind the doors. If you ever see a nice person, they will always have a other side to them, whether that's be or they're nasty as fuck behind the scenes, or they're very dodgy, whether that's with sexual assault or anything like that, or rape, or even paedophilia, anything like that. So be very careful. Never, if you have an artist or an artist you do like, they seem very sweet and very nice, always remember there could be a bad side to them. Hopefully not, because I'm pretty sure a lot of people don't want to tarnish their careers. So I guess there's not really much to explain on this because there's not many bits of detail. There's not much detail as it is anyway. There's the only detail we've got is he's done 6 counts. I think 2 in a taxi and some was it like 2 on one day and 4 the other day. He did some in a taxi and then some in his house in London or his apartment, whatever they said. Either way, he's quite clear. You know, if this is going to ruin him. I mean, I don't think everyone realised this would actually be him. I didn't realise it was going to be him. I thought, I've always heard, like he was a nice guy. A lot of people liked him because of that. So, I don't know, this is a reputation killer. And you can quite clearly see, I mean, just reading through the tweets here, that people aren't very happy. There's people making their jokes. Rex wearing orange in county. Rex, county, orange Rex now. When you see my Spotify Wrapped in 2 months and Rex Orange County is on my top artist, please ignore that. 2023 will be better. Rex Orange County could literally have the soundtrack of my life. I'm like not okay right now. What the fuck? So sorry for all the victims. One victim. To be honest, I was kind of shocked when I read that as well. I was very shocked. I was like, okay, 6 counts, so he's done it to 6 individual people. I mean, it still doesn't make it okay, of course not, but I thought, oh, okay, it was 6, but I was like, holy shit, he's done it to an individual person? Holy fuck. I mean, it's still serious either way, but it seems 10 times, like 10 times worse doing it to one person. I mean, like I said, I'm not justifying it doing it to anyone. You shouldn't be raping or sexually assaulting anyone. That's not how things should be going. You know, that's a disgusting thing to do. And I hope... I can't really... I hope the victim gets, some justice. But if it is false, I hope it gets sorted out. But, like I said, I don't think it is false now. I think the best thing to do is, if you're a fan of him, either stream his music or just block him. Block him on Spotify. Other than that, there's not really much you can do other than wait for the 3rd of January for an update and maybe realise if he is going to be properly charged. I mean, like sentenced, or he's going to be let off on bail or whatever. Either way, this is an incredibly shitty situation for the fans and the people who actually like him. I wouldn't say I like him. I've heard some of his music, and I think it's pretty good. But yeah, this is a life lesson to really don't support your artists to 100% just in case something like this comes out.